So as I watch the South Carolina House Ways and Means Subcommittee on Higher Ed, they march president after president of our colleges and universities up to the podium and ask them the same question. Do you have DEI programs at your school? Representative Gilda Cobb Hunter has had enough of that. Watch.
So the finer other request was, what amount of state appropriating funding does your institution spend on DEI initiatives? And the answer to that is no state appropriations are spent on DEI initiatives at Clemson.
Off the top rope, Representative Taylor.
Yeah. So on the DEI, no state funds are used, but you have to go a lot deeper than that for us. So are there other funds being used? And secondly, is there still a department? And if so, how many are employed, et cetera, and what is their responsibilities and duties?
You know what? I do not have all of that.
Maybe somebody else will. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. It's just that it was your plate that came up on that screen, and so that's why we asked. So that'll be a question that someone can answer yet this morning for us, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Great.
Chairman, if I may, and I'll say what I've said at each of these hearings when that question has come up. Couple of points. One, clearly DEI is not important anymore, so I'm not sure what we expect to gain. The other is DEI, in my view, means definitely earned it, because I would love to see the conversation around some positions that people have, both within state government and out of state government, and look at whether those are indeed merit-based, because I think you'll find in a lot of cases they are based on relationships, either familiar or personal, who you are and all of that. So I'm just really interested in all of these conversations about DEI, particularly for my colleague on the left. When I look at the cabinet appointments that have been confirmed, I'm wondering where's the merit in some of these people. So that you don't need to respond, you just go on. I feel compelled to say that for the record.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I don't know if people think that all folk, and I don't have children, so this is not personal for me, but I wonder sometimes whether parents understand, grandparents, future generations. It's not like diversity is going to disappear because certain groups don't like it, and you can't transport, or transport is a nice word. You see an example of $850,000 of taxpayer money that was spent on a photo op last week using military cargo planes to load undocumented workers up in shackles to deport them to Mexico. And it was interesting to me that the president of Mexico said, nah, y'all take them back. So I'm not trying to be political. I'm just interested in how all of this stuff is going to transfer or how it's going to transpire, especially from the economic worker standpoint. Who's going to do the job? So I digress. I apologize, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, definitely not political comments, Ms. Cobb Hunter. Hey, I do.